What's up, guys? Do you feel lucky here? Bringing you a little bit of a fun video. I've talked about this before in the past in other videos and kind of when I've been playing the Pokemon Platinum randomizer. But I feel like it deserved its own video. It's kind of something I've been thinking about. I've been watching some other videos, looking at speculation and other things. And this is basically going to be my Pokemon Sun and Moon hopes and dreams video. Basically, like, what do I want from the game? What do I think might be in the game? You know, kind of like what I'm speculating and what I hope for. Kind of both kind of meshed into one. You know, it shouldn't be too long. But I thought it'd be pretty interesting to do. I mean, I've been thinking about it a lot. I kind of went through and actually wrote some stuff down right here of what I would want from the game, some ideas and different stuff like that. So I just kind of want to go over that with you guys, and I kind of wanted to get your guys' opinion too down below. You know, honestly, I just kind of want to start a discussion because I want to know, like, hey, what do you like? I want to know what other people are thinking, what other people want, what would, because you know, I'm sure there's things that I sure as hell didn't think of because I mean, nobody's perfect, nobody can think of. Somebody's probably comment down below, say something like, oh my god, that's a great idea. Why didn't I think of that? Well, because you know, nobody can think of everything. So basically, starting off, the first thing I really want to talk about, which is kind of small, not small, but something that 6th generation added into the game, was trainer customization. I know this is something a lot of people like, a lot of people enjoyed, and for good reason. It's, you know, everybody wanted, you know, it's better to feel as though you're the character you're playing as. So, I mean, like before, I mean, you always, you know, you just had a selected avatar and this is who you were, which I'm sure, yeah, a lot of, don't get me wrong, a lot of the main characters were very cool characters and they turned into things. But I definitely did enjoy, and I think a lot of other people did, making your character look the way you wanted. You felt more attached. I mean, not only do you get to select your Pokemon team, the moves, and the things that you do, you also get to select who you're playing as. And I think it just gives you a deeper feeling for it. It makes you feel more involved in the game. It makes you feel like you're the one doing these things. You're the one doing that stuff. So that's something I really, really, really hope returns in the 7th generation Sun and Moon. We'll see. We'll yet to see. I mean, it's something that was very popular, so I don't see why they wouldn't. But you never know. I mean, they have the reasons. They do what they want to do. I mean, it didn't come back in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire because they kind of just remade the games and you already had the customization. Hopefully, from here on out, unless it's a remake, so like actually new generation games, hopefully they retain that customization because it's something that they're adding in for, you know, it's a new game, new thing, so you can do it, so you can change. That'd be awesome. Next, I'm sure everybody, you know, everybody speculating, everybody wants it. More Mega Evolutions. I'm sure it's coming. I'm sure it's going to be there. I mean, whether it be, I know they're talking about that, the almost like the Pokemon Human Fusion, like almost like the Ash and his Greninja, where it's like a different type of evolution. I mean, okay, I'm not a fan of that. I think you already have the Mega Evolution. I feel like just expand on that, give some more. There's plenty of Pokemon that can Mega Evolve. I wrote down a couple that I was thinking of. I mean, I want, for one, just because of how they did with 6th gen, the Johto starters. I think it makes perfect sense. You got your 1st gen, so almost do the same thing where you get your 7th generation starters. You get Sun and Moon. You get your actual starter. So you get your whatever, you know, Froakie, Chespin, and Fennekin were the 3 there. So whatever the new 3 types are, and then you went and you got, so you get, instead of the Kanto starters, you get a Johto starter, and that Pokemon can then Mega Evolve sometime. You get the Mega Stone form. Like, I like that concept. I think it was cool. It was nice having the selection. It's nice being able to get the other starters in the games, to be in all honesty, because it was just such a pain in the past. Like, you could never have the starters from the old games in this generation. There was no way to do it. I think it's nice, little nice addition. I think it'd be cool. A couple other ones that I personally want. I want them to finish off the pseudo legendary. So I want a Dragonite Mega Evolution and I want a Hydreigon Mega Evolution. Maybe Goodra, since we're going into the next generation. That'd be kind of cool too. And then the other one, one of my personal favorite Pokemon, I want a Crocodile Mega Evolution just because I think it'd be awesome. I mean, there's plenty of Pokemon that can Mega Evolve. There's a long, wide list. I'm sure there's more than anybody else can tell me what they would want down below. I mean, I think that'd be pretty cool. Now, the next thing, kind of leading more into more Pokemon, that's where a lot of this is going to be about. The legends of the game. I actually saw people talking about, they're thinking that since, you know, there's the Korokoro leak where they had like the blurred out, like the oversaturated images of the cover where you could, so you couldn't see what the legends were on the cover. A lot of people were speculating that it's not, they're doing that because it's not new legends, it's Ho-Oh and Lugia are going to be like almost like Primal Lugia and Primal Ho-Oh, just like they had Primal Groudon and Kyogre and Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I wouldn't hate that. I think that'd be pretty cool. I think it'd be different. I mean, I don't know how. I mean, it's a little weird that all of a sudden so you're in a new region and then these legendaries show up. I mean, I'm sure they can connect it somehow. I'm sure it makes that'd be cool. But what I think more likely is it's going to be new legends. I think it's going to be. I personally believe it's going to be just a new legendary. They just don't want to reveal it yet. I mean, maybe I'm sure it's going to be some sort of unique type, and I'm sure the sun is going to be fire and something crazy, and then the moon is going to be, I mean, a dark type of, you know, a dark water. Who knows? There's a lot of titans. There's a lot of things. I think dark water for the moon type would be cool because, you know, the moon's the dark, and then the water, it controls the water and the earth and stuff like that. That'd be kind of cool. As to where like a sun. I mean, I don't want it, like fire flying is too kind of basic to me. I think fire, and I don't know. I'm trying to think of what else, something unique with that. I mean, how you would, a fire fairy maybe might be interesting. Fire, I mean, because I mean, it's like fire is your light, so fire fairy. I think that'd be kind of cool. That is so like a fire fairy in the dark water. I think those would be interesting combinations for legends. We'll see. And then now, in lead more talking now, just regular Pokemon game. 6th generation X and Y didn't really add a lot of Pokemon, and that kind of disappointed me. Don't worry, I was happy to get new Pokemon. I'm happy, everybody's sure it's happy, but I really, really, really would like to see over 100 Pokemon added into the game. It's happened in almost every other generation besides 6th generation where you get at least 100 plus new Pokemon. That would be awesome. So I'm really hoping for that. But besides that, you know, talking about, you know, I mean, I know I was talking about Mega Evolutions, I want new Megas. But the thing I kind of want that I hope they kind of add into is evolutions of previous Pokemon. The only one we technically got in 6th gen was a new evolution. So yeah, I mean, first off, yeah, I do want more evolutions. I think a dragon evolution, a bug. I mean, there's so many. I forget all the different type of fighting type. I mean, I know it's always been special based, so dragons still work. I forget what other ones that are special that we don't have. But either way, I think there's a couple types. I think it'd be cool to add in some different evolutions. That's very given. But like other evolutions that I kind of want. Like I was looking, I kind of looked through before I started this video of like Pokemon that we have that almost have only like one, or have like a pre-evolution, like so I have like a baby form and then just their evolution. So like ones that I prefer, like from like 1st gen, I saw like Mr. Mime and Jinx. I mean, yes, you could opt out and say, okay, we can have Mega versions of, nah, and I'm kind of like, eh, do I really want, I want evolution. So I want Pokemon to get stronger and I want it to be permanent. Like I don't need Megas for everything that needs to be stronger. I want certain Pokemon. I mean, obviously you're going to have ones, like that's why I named like Dragonite, Hydreigon, Crocodile. Those are already fully evolved Pokemon. I think it'd be cool to have Mega Evolutions of fully evolved Pokemon, but I don't think if you just have like a single form or only a couple form Pokemon, I think it'd be cool to then evolve them further. And then, I mean, I don't think you need to, if you're going to do that, you don't need a Mega Evolution for that Pokemon, but I think it'd be nice. So like Pokemon like Jinx and Mr. Mime, then Girafarig was another one from 2nd gen. I think that would make perfect sense. Chatot was another one that I saw that I was thinking like, yes, there's quite a few. I'm sure there's a few that and people could probably tell me down below. Just Pokemon only have like one or only one evolution. Like they don't even evolve. They don't evolve at all, or maybe it's like, so it's like a Mime Junior and Smoochum for like Mr. Mime and Jinx. Like, I mean, that doesn't really count for anything. So I think it'd be cool to have them turn into something more, and even maybe connect Mr. Mime and Jinx in some way. Because I mean, I know it's kind of the connection's kind of there. It kind of makes sense. I mean, who knows? We'll see. But that'd be a little different. I think that I really hope for more. I really enjoyed 4th gen when they added in all those evolutions. When they added in Magmortar, Electivire. Who else did they add into? Oh man, who am I? I'm forgetting quite a few. I know I'm forgetting a bunch of them. They had a Rhyperior. They added a lot of different. I think that was really awesome. I think it was needed, and I think it was cool. I mean, the Mega Evolution thing was awesome for 6th gen, but I think kind of a mixture of both would be really awesome. I think it'd just be definitely. I really, really hope I could go back to that. I don't want them to just completely focus on Mega Evolution. Period. I want regular evolution too. I think you need a combination of both. You don't need to add in, you can add in one, but you don't need to take away another, basically. Now moving on from Pokemon, is more of like the actual game and how it plays. First things first, I want a Dark type gym leader. I don't care, it's never been done. I think it'd be awesome. I hope they have a Dark type gym leader. I don't know why they haven't had it. They've had Elite Four members that are Dark type, but not gym leader. Besides that, for the gym leaders, I want them to mix it up a little bit. I don't like, I mean, you always kind of have that same tiering almost. Like they've never really varied from it very much. Like you've always kind of got like a bug leader or a rock leader as one of the first gyms. I want them to switch it up. So I want like a dragon gym leader early on in the game, and then like you have like a really strong bug leader or like a rock type leader to end off the, you know, for the 8th gym badge. Like something like switch it up, because I mean you can make teams, you can give these gym leaders, there's Pokemon, you could have a strong type bug leader, like there's strong bug Pokemon that you could use that could compete. Like I don't see why they wouldn't do it. I think it would be so much more unique, and that would be awesome. I think it just to switch it up, I think it just gets kind of a little repetitive of how they have it is now. Like you always have like an early game bug leader, a flying leader, and then a rock leader. Like it's like, okay, I get it. You know, they're the weaker types, and you're like, but no, I want a stronger, you know, so I want it to be a little more challenging. Like I want weaker dragons at the early on in the game. Like, I mean, they're not going to be fully evolved, but it'd still be more interesting to see that. Like, I think it'd be pretty cool. So I really kind of hope they do that. What else? I remember some other stuff. Oh, and then now from besides the gym leaders, I mean, obviously, I think they've done a good job with the Elite Four and the Champion. I don't think that really needs to be changed. But after that, like, so like a post game. We've had post games before, but like I think they did a really good job with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire with the Delta story with the Rayquaza stuff. That was pretty cool. So I kind of hope for something like that, but I kind of want it to be like expanded. So like, you know, you beat the Elite Four, you do this, but then I want like a new challenge, kind of like a combination, because you had like what, Gold and Silver, where you met Red again. I mean that was a full expansive where you fought 16 gyms in that game and you took on the Elite Four twice, but I think it'd be interesting, you know, you have like a story continuation and like a reason to train. I mean, maybe not taking on more gym leaders, but something, a different kind of group of people or something, a reason to train to 100. We have a level 100, but when has it ever been, it has never been necessary to train your Pokemon to level 100 for anything in game. Never has been. Well, I mean, you've done it. I mean, I'm sure everybody's tried to do it or they have done it, but what good does a level 100 Pokemon? You have a level 100 Pokemon in the regular game and you wipe the floor with everything. So what's the point? It's not really fun. I want a reason to have level 100. So like, what I was thinking is, you know, you have some sort of group or something coming back, or like, what I was thinking is like the kind of like the return of Red or even Gold. Like if you didn't want to, because Red was like, so you have like these older, really legendary trainers come back, and like they've been training for years and they're super strong and they've got super strong Pokemon. So you have a reason to have these super strong Pokemon to go against them, to beat them, to kind of take their mantle, to become like, I am as strong as this legendary trainer. Like I think that would be really awesome. I think that'd be the perfect way to kind of like end it, to end the game. But yeah, other than that, I think that's about where I'm going to end the video too. Speaking of which, but you know, I think this is pretty. I just wanted to kind of put this out there. I want to put my thoughts out. I just think this was some cool stuff. I thought I had some different ideas, but hey, if you'd like some ideas, you know, let me know. If you think it's some shitty, let me know it too. I want to hear some of your guys' ideas. I want to hear your opinions, your thoughts, what you kind of want in the comments down below. Please comment. I think it'd be awesome. I'd love to have a discussion with you guys about it. But anyways, as usual, like the video if you did like it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate the support. And don't forget, guys, stay lucky.